Episode 355. We're back to the main story after having completed our Black Mage training and standing our Oshi no Ko. Right in time for it to turn to 6 AM, I guess. Although it doesn't really look like the sun is quite out. Can't really tell which way the sunrise is coming from. Guess it'd be that over there. Yeah, that's the east. Let's see what Lise has to say. I guess we're moving on over to the final area of the game. Yeah, the Great Lock Shore. Oh, that's the entire Eorzean Alliance. At least the leaders, anyway. Now that Alisay's settled in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alphinaud should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. This is the first time I've visited Valgir's Reach since taking over from Conrad, so we have a few things to discuss. Don't worry, I won't be far behind. Okay. Oh, and we're going this way. Right, Alphinaud. Hopefully no more little technical difficulties with the capture. Haven't really had them in a while, just while playing other games, but I don't know, maybe it'll just happen randomly while I'm actually recording. I should have been there with you to the end, if only I hadn't been so reckless. I think she said that last time. Ah, there you are. What was it that Lise wanted of you? She wanted to punch us, and we punched her back. Ahaha, a sparring match on the Destroyer's very palm. I would have liked to see that. Or to have seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here long enough. I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And you had better not rise from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Uyandra will be paying you a visit soon, and he is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Komoy. Though it's still kinda sore. While we're teleporting. Gonna mute the mic and clear my throat. Usually after the first few minutes of talking in an episode, just have to clear my throat like that. And then it's fine for the rest of the episode, or most of it. At least I think so. Some days are worse than others. I think it is gradually getting better. I've said that a few times before, but it's like an asymptotic curve or something. Maybe it'll never quite hit the level of being actually fully gone, this sore throat, from months back. Hopefully it'll be gone by the time we hit Shadowbringers. If I'm still recording by then. I never really paid attention to it, but is the geometry that we can see from flying around here like the same that we can see from the dungeon? We like crossed the bridge on the outside and that gave us a view of like this area over here, I think, with the tower and the boat. I'm not sure which bridge that might have been. Actually, I think, yeah. That structure over there, the one with the little glass ceiling dome thing on top, I think that's what that is, or maybe it's like a frame. Not glass. I'm pretty sure that's where we fought the final boss, which would make that bridge over there the one that we crossed during the dungeon, and the rest of the dungeon would have been inside this building, which makes sense. And then, yeah, we ended over in the cannon firing room. Never really paid attention to the geometry before now. And now we're leaving. You are returned. How fares your sister, Alphinaud? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I am proud to say that Castrum Vanya is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Cryle, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You will be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all four Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks, all set up for us. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we'll call a meeting to discuss the final state of Rogger's Beacon. They kind of do this thing, I think, where the Alliance has to advance in front of us. Like, we can't be the first ones to arrive, even though we're the ones that break down the barriers to the next area, just so that they can have, like, the geometry set in place of the Alliance and everything, and all the NPCs don't have to, like, move around too much, I guess. At least, I feel like that's the case. That's how it's been, like, all the way across Kiribania, ever since, like, the first area past Baelsar's Wall, and then this area, and now the next one. At least I feel like it. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. Alright, your first time seeing it. An Alamegan folk dress? How very fitting. And well fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida, and myself. This is it. The last push. We're coming, Cryle. And we should get a decent intro of the area. Now it's actually the first time we're entering it. With a well-lit thumbnail. No, wait. Well, I guess this is fine too.
I remember my father's words. How they rang in my ears as we left Castra Mabania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true. They had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Actually, that might have been curated weather for Stormblood.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? 'Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The Immortal Flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seatseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamico will be ours once more!
Okay, the stakes are laid out. Okay, that was actually curated weather. I guess I would have preferred the sunlight for like the thumbnail or whatever, but it makes sense that they had the storm for the opening there. Well, we got a whole bunch of people to talk to before we move on, I think. These characters aren't going to be sticking around forever. Like Connie down there, and probably a bunch of other people all over the place. Just the important ones. And these ones later. The end is in sight. It's been a long time coming. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heaven's weep. Yeah, the thing from Ralgar's Reach. The battle for Castromabania was brutal, but the one for Alamigo will be unlike any we've ever known. And just had to clean my throat there again. No. Gonna have to mute that one too. That one snuck up on me. Those Imperial bastards don't stand a chance. We'll blast them to smithereens with our cannons. Father has dreamed of this day for nearly half his life. Just one more step. The Flames being on the front line, whereas we are... Wait. The Flames belong on the front line, whereas we are better suited for the supporting role. Owing to their lengthy campaign against the Dravonians, the Temple Knights are a well-rounded force, and the Lumenses, well, all but hide the enemy who has to contend with a pirate and his axe. Not you. Now, I swore I'd return with an army one day, and here we are. We're almost home. Yeah, one way or another. Okay, these guys done. Hilda and her watch will keep Ishgard safe in my absence. You know I would not miss this for the world, my friend. Although I have briefed our officers on Guardian tactics and Metatech design, I cannot say with confidence it will be of much use. Xenos has employed unorthodox strategies before, and I know little of these new prototypes. Alright, so that's the Ishgardians. We gotta find, I guess, the Oldons, and over here the Gordonians. Oh, and of course the Limisalmensons. No wait, the Oldons would have been, yeah, of course, the general up there. Not since Cartano have we gathered in such numbers, but this shall be much, much different. So many lives lost, so much blood shed, but it will not be in vain. It really is a nice view. It kind of like sets the stakes pretty well. You on this side and the enemy over in the city that you're trying to capture over there, with the flags waving in the distance. It's pretty effective. Nice area design. Look at all these brave men and women in uniform, from all across Eorzea. None can accuse us of being in alliance, in name alone. It was no small feat, but we brought with us the main battery from the Triumph. You should look forward to the show. It must have been hard to move all of those guys on their boats over here, way deep inland. I guess that should be everyone, actually. Yeah. You might be always here. The smell of salt water in the air here reminds me of home. I find it quite comforting. Yeah, I don't know which ones are... Well, some of them might be characters that I've talked to before, that I just don't recognize. Just a quick check over here. These guys might always be here. I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna always be here. And this one, probably for like side quests and junk. Probably that one too. I'm not sure about these ones. This place is a bit too dusty for my taste. I find myself missing the forest. Okay. Most of the Alamegans in the residential district are armed, so I doubt we'll have to deal with so many Imperial sympathizers. Carter built those walls to give shelter to his brothers and sisters. Now our people's freedom rests on us tearing them down. There really is like a nice view of it. Like, it's partially blocked by this thing in the way, but it like goes down from here to like the salt lake over there, but it still affords you a great view of the stairs leading up back to the city. Now it dips down and back up again. Very fitting for the final confrontation. The stage is set, and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. I guess this would be like the last area in Eorzea. Like the farthest reach, technically. What would Grandfather say if he were with us here today? For all our other accomplishments, Graal remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we now know that she was taken into the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me. There you are. Tancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She is being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fist of Rhalgr, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Why, methods to imbue Garleans with the power to manipulate ether. In pursuit of which goal their scientists have, I'm sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Calm down, Alphinaud. We've already been tasked with securing the Alamegan quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men, he had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it himself. Oh yeah, this guy. It's been a while. I will not take offense if you don't remember. Okay, well, I remembered after I saw your name single use. Might even be glad of it. Alagana, am I right? That's not his name, that's where he's from. Aye, Whiskar's his name. I was raised in the Peaks, but my mum grew up in the city. Any road. I reckon we can get inside the Alamegan quarter by way of Loch Cell. What? How? Oh, right. It was a story my mum told us, which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, you see. How they used to have to boil water from the well before they could drink it, since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs. Which means that there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it. But it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well was closed, see. Apparently Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you come up to it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of the lock gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the Saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. I think given our skill set, blasting a lock might not be too hard depending on the lock, but this is fine. Don't you worry about that. We're used to dangerous. Nago and Arenvald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go and get that key. Oh wait, we're doing one of these already, okay. Great intro to an area, I guess, just going guns blazing. Had I judged it possible to rescue her myself, I would have. But there were too many guards, too many ways it could have ended badly. I knew at once I would need your help. Hold on, Kyle. We're coming. Manfred told me about your time in Oligana. I was certain someone gave you a piece of his mind when you first met. Try not to hold it against him. Well, now we know his name, so he's easier to hold a grudge against. We couldn't have had more than a few days training when the Imperials attacked the Reach, but I've seen my share of combat since. I may be no hero like you, but I can hold my own against Imperial regulars. You'll see. I guess we will see. Starting now. Let's not waste any more time, shall we? My mom said Granddad kept the key with him at all times as a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then well... Then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready, Kamoy? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. We're ready. Oh, level sync 70. I guess that means we can use Flare, right? Yeah. It's not telling us we haven't learned it yet, so... Oh wait. I guess we have to be targeting something. No wait, yeah. So that means we have learned it. Oh what, are we attacking those? I guess so. They're just normal mobs, but okay. How about note, I guess? Maybe a bit overkill with all of this, these ley lines and the triple cast. But I mean, if you got them, you might as well use them. Oh yeah, speaking of using them. I guess we'll wait until they're like grouped up. Or grouped up enough anyway. Okay, it's actually quite weak, these guys, so... I guess the idea was that everyone was ganging up on it, so... That's why I went down fast. Gotta get used to Polygon coming up every 30 seconds now. Never did get the chance to, like, play the game of having to keep up my fire and ice to earn Polyglot. We're here, but this isn't right. Where is everyone? What if the Alliance's advance has surely reached their rears? If they sought refuge elsewhere? We should search the buildings for clues. Are you hiding in the barrel? The barrel appears to have been recently filled with fish packed in salt. Someone was hard at work less than a week ago. Okay, signs of life at least, but only a week old. This pot is filled to the brim with salt from the loss. We can't talk to NPCs during this, right? Yeah. Wouldn't be too far from here. Oh, that was weird. The lumber appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. I saw Sparkly over there. Actually that might have been like clever design, I guess. Like they put the two things over here in front of this building right in front of you, and then you like go up the building because they're right next to the stairs, and then from the building as you're leaving the stairs you spot Sparkly from on high. I feel like it was designed that way. The crumbling masonry appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. Although that's not what we're here for, so never mind. Unless they were like leading us in this direction. Yeah. A queer device. The Magitech device suddenly springs to life. Oh no, they know. They know we're queer. Flashing brightly and emitting a shrill sound. It's a trap. Sorry, Thancred. Oh, that was wrong. Great, I should have used Flare on these guys altogether. Did they say something about Whisker? Oh yeah, his vitality.
Ready?
Okay, gotta help the one weaker guy. Don't worry, we've got a Flare. No, wait, that's not Whisker. There you are. Didn't need to activate that. Whisker's fine. I pronounce it like Whisker, but I guess it's more like Whiskar or something. Flare. Or not. Flare. Oh, it takes... or it's actually foul, but not flare, but... Didn't actually realize it took some cast time. I thought it was instant cast. We're still having trouble. I didn't need that, whatever. Oh, did you interrupt it for me? Thank you. Very kind to your Black Mage. Couldn't do it again though, huh? It's fine. For that you get the foul. Right, the clues. But that was required, triggering the trap, right? Or maybe not. Maybe triggering the trap was just a waste of time. Hahaha. They did call it an obvious trap. Oops. No, wait. We had to do it. Okay. We had to activate the queer device. It's canon. In the wake of the ambush, you find a diary belonging to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in the Sali Monastery. Well, I hope that was recent. Okay, Whisker is staying behind, I guess. Or rather, staying in the rear. I want to take the stairs. It's more RP to take the stairs. Especially with these guys following us. We don't have to fight, right? I think we have to fight. Or at least, like, in their path. I'm pretty sure the teammates would have aggroed it anyway. And the ley lines. Slayer doesn't take any MP, right? Probably fine. Oh, it missed somehow. Not my ley lines. Oh, no matter. Looks quite beautiful during the sunset. Salty Lake. Guess I picked the right time to be doing this, I guess. We don't really have to fight these guys though, do we? Okay, they noticed me. I wasn't trying that hard. Oh. Meant to do ley lines there. Which of these lets me... There we go. Just in case I want to do something like this. Not very useful to go to an NPC that I don't know how they're going to move, but I guess for fun I can do it. Usually better if they're running in front of me though. No, wait, I needed the magic back. Oh, whatever. Very rude. Probably should have put up the mana orb before that, but still. We got a healer on our side. Yeah, he's healing me. I'm sure we can just walk past. Use that Palace of the Dead training. What's all this then? I don't remember this. Something tall, dark, and imperial appears to be blocking the entrance. God damn it. I don't think there's a way around. Then we'll just have to go through him. Lead the way. Which one of you guys is tanking? Shield generators, okay. Okay. Then Tancred is tanking. That's a little bit early, but sure. Oh, speaking of Palace of the Dead, this guy's doing the whole browbeat thing. Or chest thump. Oh, that's not enough. Alright, enough of that. No, wait, I shouldn't have done that. Well, I guess we still get the increased GCDs even if we have both triple cast and ley lines up. It just seems inefficient to use them both at the same time, I guess. Let's find our man. This is familiar, kind of. Yeah, I remember this place. Only vaguely, though. Nothing that happens here, just remember the place. This is it. This is a monastery. They have to be around here somewhere. What? It's me, Whisker, your grandson. Whisker? By Relger, is that really you? Oh, it's good to see you alive and well, lad. But who are these other ones? The Resistance, Grandad. My comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? That sauce never caught me neither. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, Make our family proud. 'Tis well, my lord. 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 'Tis well, my lord I will, I swear. Ralger is my witness. Everything according to plan. Don't have to go blasting any locks this time. The revolutionary spirit runs in the family, I see. I'll make him proud. I'll make them all proud. Very big change of tune for this character from the beginning of the game, or the expansion. If I were 10 years younger, but I'm not. Look after my grandson. We should go. Arnvald and the others are waiting. I was worried when he wasn't at the Sundry, but we found him in the end. Now that we've gotten the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel. Gonna have a lot of materia to sell at the end of this. I guess that happens every time, huh? Yeah, that's a lot of materia. Not like it's worth that much, though. At a lady's day. Waiting for the cooldown. 6 seconds. Fun. Now we get something. Whatever could it be? The Resonant, We'll need to dive into the logs and look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. That should be no problem for Komoy and me. Thanks for the Codin's blessing, but for the rest of you... Yeah, it's kind of like a big deal, like I mentioned before. I mean, they're just using it for this expansion because they gave you this ability, and anytime they use it in the future, it's kind of the same. Just because they have it in the game, they want to use it in some way. But lore-wise, it feels like it's just like a very underrated, super powerful ability or something like that. To be able to infiltrate places through, like, infinite breathing underwater or something. I mean, this is like one very specific case where we're doing it. It's not very useful on land, which is most of the game, I guess, but still. It just feels, I don't know. It feels like it's something that people overlook a lot. I will have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. I think it best that I support Minago and Arnvald's unit. Alright, you can't swim. I am aware of that, thank you, but it is neither here nor there, given that I lack both the Kojin's blessing and Dankrid's preternatural lung capacity. Right, of course, I didn't mean anything by it, nothing at all. So, Komoy, Dankrid and me, let's head to the water's edge. Yeah, I guess if you're Dankrid you don't need the water breathing thing, you're just like, an expert at infiltration. Alfred, Alfie and Whisker can rejoin the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. At one part of the map. Oh wait, I forgot about this. Okay. They're probably all over the place and I forgot to pick them up. I remembered this one in time, I guess. There's probably one over by the entrance to the area, which I realize I forgot to attune to the Aetherite. Oops. Northeast, you say? Yeah, probably right at the start, which again I ignored. And now we got some blue quests ready. We don't have to go all the way down here, but just in the interest of exploring, I guess. Looks quite pretty. You know, maybe I should have actually done this when we had flying or actually had teleportation back to the Aetherite in this area. At this rate, I'm just wasting time, I guess. Oh well. There might have been an Aether current here back when the expansion first came out. I'm pretty sure there's just like a big fate here or something. Or a side quest that takes you here. The Dark of Lasting Cumber. Whatever that means. Cumber. Like cumbersome? Just seems to be some kind of mine, I think. That wall, it just kind of It kind of goes around, but it's just there for looks, right? I mean, what is that wall blocking? It's not like the walls to the outside of the city that protects it from exterior forces. The only thing it would block is like long-range artillery fire, which I guess the Guardians do have cannons, but I'm not sure it was designed for that. The main quest is probably going to take us back over to... Yeah, it's definitely going to take us back here at some point, I'm pretty sure. And I can attune to the Aetheryte then, and also do the side quests then. Usually I tell myself that it's best to do the side quests when they first pop up, because that's when the game wants you, quote-unquote, to do them. But it would feel like interrupting the plotline that we're going through now, to go back there and then come back here. So yeah, we're waiting until the story naturally points us back in that direction. And as always, the fish have to float 5 feet above the ground in Final Fantasy universe. At least the fish that you can see outside of the water. It's ether, or something. They're using their ether for buoyancy. I don't actually know. You would be surprised what skills in urchin you pick up in the City of Pirates. A knack for selling fine leather waistcoats being one. Isn't that what we were? Wasn't I pretending to be a street urchin in the City of Pirates? Like with Komoi's pretend backstory? Kind of. She never sold any fine leather waistcoats though. Or did she? I wouldn't know. This looks like as good a place as any. Ere you dive into the briny deep. I don't remember this. Over yonder, what are you doing here? Master Alvinode informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mistress Alice unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease with which Fordola, a theretofore unexceptional warrior, harsh burn, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believed to be a solution to the problem of her preternatural prescience. 'Twas in hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labors that I came. Yeah, I guess Uriander is all about like prophecies, and that's like sort of overlapping with this whole future sight thing. Prognostication. Wait, isn't that Moonbreeder's? Her etheric siphon formed the basis for my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. Interesting. Always working like behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, but like in the shadows, like behind our backs, behind his own allies' backs, even now. This is like the least grievous of his offenses though, but I like it, it's pretty consistent. It was Moonbreeder's time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, and return. We will, for you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me. Just kind of floating around this guy. He's still banned from this adventure, but I guess we unbanned him after his little fortune-telling with Xenos, so I guess he's allowed cameos once in a while, in this adventure at least. Yeah, there's no map for underwater. I can easily imagine how someone who has a fear of like water stuff would look at this and feel a pit in their stomach. Even I kinda get it, I guess. And you can go all the way down. It's pretty expansive for a, for just an underwater area that you can't really do much in. You can't do combat, there are no fates down here. It's really just here for the initial few times you explored, I guess. But again, this was the expansion where they introduced it. And it's fun. It's fun to like see these parts of the map. I guess we can explore a little bit more. The underwater city. Reminds me of that one underwater place in Mario, that one town. Mario 64. Can't go in there. Oh wow. What a sight. We'll save that bit for later. That's important. This I'm not so sure over here is important, so we'll just look around. What's all this then? Just like a giant pillar of some kind. I'm sure the area above has some sort of connection to whatever this pillar is. Is it like ether crystals or something? Like water aspected crystals? If only I could like pop up from here and quickly grab the aetherite. There's no connection, even though there's like water here. It just moves so fast underwater because it's flying speed. I'm gonna have to walk all the way back, which isn't really that far. I don't actually remember if we do that bit over there during... I don't remember when we do it. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I forgot to get experience for... yeah. For my other class, the summoner, using the map unlocks. Well, we'll save like the big boost from getting all the areas for that one, if I remember. Has it been 10 minutes yet? Have we made Thancred wait 10 minutes and made him drown? The tunnel needs feast. Thancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. Yeah, that's what I have been doing. It's a rather wide tunnel for a well. Are wells... do they normally need such wide tunnels? I don't actually know. Oh, come on. Unlock. Unlock that part of the map. So I can change back. Here we go. Wasn't there a light shining up? Okay, there it is. It's a rather large well. One way to use the old swimming mechanic for this infiltration part of the game. I don't remember this place too well because I've only ever been here the one time during the playthrough on my main character. Not exactly the kind of place you revisit, but it's neat. This whole structure you're passing through. I feel like you don't normally see this that much outside of dungeons, like corridors designed like this or something. I wonder if anybody like hung out here as like their secret hangout for their clan or their party or whatever, or their free company. That tunnel was much longer than anticipated. I'd rather not make the trip again, if it's all the same to you. What, were you running out of air? Har har. You can't hold your breath as long as we can, because we're cheaters. Ooh, that was fun. Yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a beastman's blessing anyway? I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time, and while waiting for Gomoy. It felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up these stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here. Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we draw on our own. It would be in the best interest, our best interest, to avoid guards and easily startle small folk. Maybe I should have worn my ninja outfit for this one. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility, where trials being held as loudly as we like. Since you've been there before, or been here before, will you lead the way? Of course, but I will move quickly, so see that you do not fall behind. Oh wait, is this another... Nothing left to say then, let's get to it. Oh, so it is. Wait, actually. Let's actually become a ninja for this. That tunnel is much longer... Okay, same thing. All set, Komoy? It is an infiltration mission after all. I wonder if sneak will actually avail us here. Which is over here. Just a quick check. I failed this mission before, actually. Okay, we can cheat if we have to, but we'll try not to cheat in the interest of actually like role-playing a ninja that doesn't cheat, but actually does it based on skill. Get to cover. Okay. Ah, he can do it too. I guess we don't need two ninjas. Stankwood's doing the heavy work. Take him down. We can't go that far. Oh, we have that move. I think that was actually Dream Within a Dream. And he says pleasant dreams. A lever or a winch, you say? There it is. Hell's open, heaven's weep. Wow. Wait, was that it for the mission? No, okay. I was wondering how I would have failed that mission before if that was all there was to it. Hey, wait a second. This mission is going to be longer than I thought. I thought it'd be just like the sneaking portion, but we're actually doing the entire thing here. Right, this mission is called The Resonant after all. Oh god, I'm not prepared for this. I should have... Hang on, how do I do this again? That's not right. Well, nothing for it. What are my AoEs again? It's not that. I only just learned ninja. It's gonna be hard to remember after playing Black Mage for a while. Tried to target you. How does this work again? It was this, this, and this for the AoE, and then we get this. Oh, retarget you. We don't want to use the fire one. And then this for damage. And that's about it. Alright, but I should be using the AoE attack. Right, the Resonatorium. We're actually doing this whole thing right now. I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough time in the episode for this, or to keep the episode to standard lengths, but that's fine. But actually this is fine, that I picked Ninja for this. The whole point was that we were role-playing, we picked up the Ninja class to do one-on-one fights, melee and all that, which is what we're doing here, sort of. It's quite loud outside. I reckoned you lot would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die. Wonder if the mic is picking up that noise outside. Use the etheric siphon to weaken Fordola and defeat her in battle. How do we use it? I don't remember. I mean, surely it's a duty action, but I don't remember how to use it. I'm sure it'll be clear, though. Unless this is where I failed the mission before.
I can read your every move!
How? Okay. The siphon, right, okay. Now's our chance, apparently. So again, our single target is this, 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 and this, and this, this, and this, and this, and this. Do, 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 do. Now, siphon again. I wonder how this works exactly, the siphon and all that. It's only available every once in a while, the siphon, it seems. Plan B.
How could I lose?
That was wrong. Too much shuriken. Alright, they're off.
I'll cut you to pieces!
Yep, just the two of us. Try to help these along the way. These really should be taking part in the fight against Fordola herself, rather than this guy. Oh, that's actually dangerous, those. Get away, these. It's all coming together, all these different moves that I have. And I was worried about remembering how to use this. At least single target is easy enough. Oh my.
Let's finish this!
She's laying her attacks at least.
If only you knew the power!
Nope. Okay. For a second I thought, okay. When I saw the big explosion and saw my movement stop, I thought I died somehow. Like I was standing in an AoE. It was just Lisa's big special move.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrid, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Now, my friend! Croyle!
Alphino? I knew you'd come.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Listen to you. Talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the Icons.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Kind of like this thing that Lise does. It just feels like she's better than whatever Fordola is. Saved once more by Uriandra's ingenuity, I look forward to learning why it was so imperative that we remain ignorant of the device's precise function. Yeah, I was actually wondering that myself. It was just like a device that we used, but it worked out. They used medicines to keep me in a torpor for much of the time. I fear I am still recovering from their effects. But I will be fine, I will. What a relief to have finally found her. Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us, on the eve of this final battle, I find myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Tancred, Lise, Uriandra, and of course you. But yes, there is still much and more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Fordola's ominous words, for one. Oh, and we get Tancred's little rogue bandana. I didn't realize we get it now, but okay. Does that look good on us? Like with our current gear? I mean, kinda. If we like dyed it the same color as the rest of our red. Maybe. Sort of. But I like the flower better. Alright. Well, that was a great introduction to the area, I guess. We got 2 solo duties, which I guess is about the best that I can hope for. And in the next episode, I guess we're gonna have to go back to the starting area and actually attune to that aetherite. Do some of those side quests and see what else the main quest has in store for us. Now would be a good time to take a break.